We cannot talk about the community until we talk about our ancestors. Our ancestors, as we know it, were stripped of all of our flesh. We had nothing but skeleton bones. But I want to go to one part in 2 and 3. And I do call to witness the self-approaching spirit. Does man think that we cannot assemble his bones? Nay, we are able to put together in perfect order the very tips of his fingers. Now, what does that mean? When I mention about the ancestors were stripped of all of their flesh, I'm not talking about the physical flesh, but I'm talking about all of the things that they were all about when they came into the shores of North America. They lost everything. And that's the same thing as here's a body that lost all of its flesh. We want to put back on the flesh when we talk about return to our original nature. Our original nature has to be brought back in based on the work that we do. That's not what your community can do for you. What can you do for yourself? So in 1975, the Imam just came in and I was fired up. We, in April, started planning for a major event in New York City. We went and got Madison Square Garden, the famous arena. Can you imagine? Madison Square Garden, the center of New York City. June 29th, 1975, the Imam was in the garden. That myself and the staff that I had at that time worked. And we put 25,000 people on that stadium and 6,000 in the NFL Forum at that time because they were both really together. So in 1975, not only that, but we went to the PBS station, which is Channel 13 in New York City. And we said to them, we have the Imam and we have booked the Madison Square Garden to be able to have a major event. And we would like for you to put this on PBS. So Mr. Tubin, one of the individuals, said to me, he said, well, how much time do you think he needs? I said, about 3 hours. He said, are you crazy? He said, the President of the United States don't get no 3 hours. So we left because we didn't get no confirmative. And 2 weeks later, they called me and said, we're going to do it. We were live to the entire country, over 300 cities. We were able to broadcast from Madison Square Garden in 1975. If you say you believe, and you're talking about, I'm with W.D. Mohammed, what are you doing? That's not what your community can do for you. What can you do for your community?